Welcome, Michael Jackson in our studio.
Thank you very much. A pleasure to be here.
Welcome, Michael.
Thank
It's
you.
very special to say welcome, Michael Jackson.
I guess so, although most people will be horrified to see me. I guess it looks like I've eaten the rest of the Jackson 5. It's a strange name. It's a blessing and a curse. People remember it, but of course I don't look anything like the singer.
I tried to do some research for this interview and Google you,
Yeah.
but that's quite impossible.
It's very difficult, and those things with the kids, it wasn't me.
But it's a real name.
It is my real name, and I asked my father why he called me Michael, and he went, I forgot. So we'll never know why. But it's been fun in my career as a professional speaker. It's people tend to remember it, so it's been useful at that level.
Yeah.
And that's why you call yourself the other Michael Jackson in your company name.
Yeah, my website, my company name is theothermichaeljackson.com. Although they said since the singer died, I should change it to the only Michael Jackson, but
That's a
I'm
good
not going to
idea.
do that.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Have you been here before at the Fresh conference?
This is my first time here at the Fresh conference, but what's happening is that I've known of the Fresh conference now for some years, and I'm really intrigued. As a full-time professional speaker, for me, the idea of looking at meeting architecture is something I'm very concerned about at a personal level, and I think that I'm very keen to see what the latest trends are, the latest technologies, so that I can incorporate that into the advice that I share with my clients. I speak at around 180 conferences a year globally, and for the most part, what I tend to see is the good, the bad, and mostly the very ugly side of conferencing, where a lot of people, I think, treat conferencing like it's in a box, and the audience doesn't really want to be there in a darkened room listening all day. And I've seen people spend more on their muffins and the refreshment break than I have on the program development or bringing the meeting to life overall.
Okay, but so you're a popular speaker. Why should you want to educate these meeting planners and meeting designers?
I think it really is about meeting architecture in this day and age. With the immediacy of what people want in the real world, we need to bring a new spirit into the conferencing arena. We need to upskill everybody involved in conferencing and not just leave it in the hands of the
Why?
poor old
What's
PA.
what's in it for you?
Well, I think in it for me it is as much as, and I'm writing a book about it at the moment called Build a Better Conference that I'll publish on LinkedIn in a couple of weeks' time. What's in it for me is the fact that I sit through, in my career, some 2,500 conferences so far, and mostly I feel as bad as the delegates do. You know, I watch an awful lot of conferences because I'm in there for a day. If they book me for a keynote, I turn up for a day. I want to hear the CEO speak. I want to hear the marketing director, the HR director, so I can incorporate into my materials on change the corporate messaging and weave it through a bit like a tapestry. So I need to be in a better conference. People book me because I'm a good speaker. And what they want me to do is illuminate the conference. My advice to them is, look, I'll do that, I'll help you do it, but why don't we illuminate the whole conference? Let's get more from the delegates, the people involved.
If it's so clear, why it's so difficult to change?
I think conferencing has its roots that lie almost in the old-fashioned style of religion. You know, we have somebody preaching from behind a podium, behind a lectern, dispensing information out as if it's this really special thing with the audience sat beneath you somewhere. And I think we've got to stop thinking of it in 7th century terms and realize that we've got a dynamic, modern, interactive, technology-filled world. And if you're going to pass information out, do so in a way that captivates and engages your audience.
What will you be doing here at the Fresh conference?
Well, I'm keynoting.
Speaking.
I'm privileged to speak here on Tuesday morning. I'm going to be speaking on change in a business sense related to the meetings industry. I'll MC little parts of it as well. And I'm also hosting the Fresher event on Monday night, where I'm speaking a little bit about the road ahead and why we need to simplify, smarten up and specialize in the conferencing world.
Okay, is the Fresh? Is it in Spanish?
No, it's going to be in English, thank goodness, because my Spanish is terrible. I can say Barcelona, but I get stuck on
pretty
everything
good.
else. Oh,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
gracias, gracias.
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 Yeah, that's the way.
That's about the limit of my Spanish, I'm afraid.
Okay, but it's a very useful word. to know here,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, you will
It gets
survive
you
with
around.
gracias.
Yes,
Yeah.
gracias.
Okay, do you have an advice for our viewers, Michael?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've got to start thinking about events and conferencing as if it's corporate theatre. And you wouldn't expect, as an audience member, to sit through a performance of any sort that you paid for or were attending if the actors weren't synchronized, if there wasn't a common theme, if there wasn't an appropriate script. And really at Fresh, I believe that all of those elements will come to the fore and that you'll be able to leave this event knowing, as I hope to do myself, the very latest things that you can do to illuminate and really set up brilliant 21st century conferencing.
Okay, the theme here is art,
Yeah.
which binds it all together.
Yeah.
What's your favorite art?
For me, I'm more of a classical artist. Funny enough, I've talked about new stuff, but I'm more into the classics. And yet, for me, I think the art will come to life here in a way that we're going to see performance theatre built into conferencing. And I think that's going to add to a really significant difference from the delegate's perspective.
Okay, that's very nice. That's very nice. Thank you very much for your time.
Gracias.
Yeah. De nada.
It's a pleasure being here.
Gracias a ti.
We hope you have a very good conference here.
I look forward to it. Thank you so much for the
Thank you,
honor.
Michael.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Natalia.